welcome back to my channel, and more specifically, welcome back to my Pregnant in Japan series. I am so overwhelmed by all of the sweet and lovely messages congratulating us. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and comment. A lot of you also shared similar experiences with ovarian issues, uterine issues, PCOS, infertility, miracle babies, and I just wanted to thank you for telling your stories as well. In today's video, I want to share a bunch of things like what the first few months were like and the gender reveal at the end. I kept very choppy records of what was going on between March and now. I really did not do a very good job, and it's mainly because, I'm going to be honest with you, I could not concentrate on the pregnancy during the very early stages because that was exactly when Peanut started going downhill. So sorry, baby, you were barely a reality to me back then, especially when I was giving Peanut my all. But I do want to revisit what my first trimester was like with you guys, so let's go back a few months and see what it's been like. Ooh, sorry, I'm already out of breath. And also, as you can see, I put my watermelon pajamas back on. I was wearing a regular shirt before, but I just started sweating through it like crazy, and I didn't have another shirt prepared, so pajamas it is. You're curious too? Oh. Alright, so I have two different pregnancy tests. This is from the US, and this is from Welsia, basically like a Japanese CVS. Okay, so this was actually around like the last week of February, maybe the first few days of March, and yes, the first pregnancy test line is ultra light. That means there were barely any pregnancy hormones to be detected, but even if the line is super faint, if there is any reaction from the stick at all, it generally means something's happening. And I got a few questions in my announcement video asking how I knew or how I found out I was pregnant, what made me even take a pregnancy test in the first place. So about a week before my period was due, I had some light spotting, and I was just like, oh, I guess it came early this month. But then it just stopped, which never happens to me. Usually if it starts, it's just like, and I did initially think, oh crap, is it a cyst or a fibroid? But the cramping and the other symptoms felt extremely different. It was this like unrecognizable sensation for me, which I've never experienced before. And then my period was legitimately very late, so I went and bought some pregnancy tests, and yeah. I'm now on my way to the OBGYN to get some blood work done to see if those positive pregnancy tests were actually positive or not. I'm trying to hide it, but I'm very freaked out for multiple reasons. I'm freaked out to potentially actually be pregnant, but I'm also kind of freaked out because I'm afraid they're gonna tell me, no, that was a chemical pregnancy, you're not really pregnant. I don't know, it's so many emotions. I'm also a little bit uneasy because I've never been to a gynecologist in Japan before, and I know that is so irresponsible of me considering I've had so many surgeries. It's a mess down there with scar tissues, and I'm supposed to be getting regular checkups all the time, but I don't know, I've been like pretty healthy since we moved here, and then I just didn't think about it. So I'm probably gonna get yelled at by the gynecologist. So we're getting our vaccine boosters today, and I am currently 4 weeks pregnant, and I was filling out this form in front of my family, and right here it asks, are you currently pregnant or nursing? And I had to write no because I haven't told anybody I'm pregnant yet. And now when I go to the actual vaccination site, I have to like pull the nurse aside and be like, this is a lie. It's actually yes, but I'm keeping it a secret from my family. This has been stressing me out all morning. I have unfortunately been breaking out in stress eczema all over my body, mostly my arms and my hands, a little bit on my legs. Oh, you can't even really see on camera. But yeah, I think I'm like scratching myself relentlessly in my sleep. I haven't had atopic dermatitis since I was a teenager, so this is really unfun, and I'm going to have to discuss this with my OBGYN. So far, I have very few early pregnancy symptoms, so I guess that is mildly concerning. I am very often and easily out of breath. However, I'm not excruciatingly tired at all. Even with everything that's going on with Peanut, I don't feel that insane tiredness that everyone describes. So yeah, that's a bit odd. My boobs do hurt, and I do have some cramping down there, which I was told is due to hormonal changes, and also your uterus is getting ready to expand. So that's all supposed to happen. And I probably just jinxed myself. Watch, tomorrow I'm gonna suddenly get hit with all the symptoms at once. It's like really hard to see with this mirror because it's extremely angled and it's really narrow. But this is what I look like right now. I'm a little bit wider on the side, but not really significantly different at all. This is pretty much just my normal self, except I do feel abnormally bloated right here. Like, I think you can see it, right? Like from this line right here. However, this is kind of what I look like when I eat too many tacos and want to fart. So, I don't know. Again, not too different from my normal self, but I don't know, but I can like feel it. It's a different type of bloat. Can you tell that you're pregnant at week 5 though? I feel like you're not supposed to show yet. You're not. I was just really bloated at this time, like I suspected, and I actually lost like 6 or 7 pounds during my first trimester because I got really sick for like 3 weeks with a fever, and I was bedridden, and then I was super depressed about Peanut, and then my morning sickness hit me like a ton of bricks, but that didn't happen for a few more weeks. Ohayou gozaimasu! We are officially in week 7 of Prego life, and I'm starting to finally feel some of the symptoms. I'm pretty tired around 2 p.m. every single day. I'm very constipated, which is really frustrating for me because I normally have flawless plumbing. I'm still not very queasy though. I thought I was really nauseated the other day, but I didn't throw up and it went away really quickly, and it also just might have been in my head. To be honest, without the classic telltale symptoms of being pregnant, I don't know, this still feels a little bit unreal to me. We both think that it's going to suddenly set in, that it's very real after we get a heartbeat at 8 weeks, which is already next week. I'm also sure that it'll feel very intense and real once we tell our families. So we decided to let both our families know after we get the heartbeat, but we haven't figured out how to break the news yet. I especially don't know what to do for Mike's family because we obviously can't be there in person, but I want it to be just as special and like surprising and exciting. I was thinking of sending them like a children's book and writing something like something you could read to your grandkid when we all visit. But I don't know. I want to see their faces when we tell them, so maybe we could send them that children's book and be like, don't open it until we FaceTime you, but I feel like that would be really obvious. Like, why else would we be like, FaceTime us? Like, we don't really, yeah, I don't know. Right now, we are on our way to Shizuoka City to renew Mike's Zairyu card, or residency status, as we do every year. Peanut is doing really well. It was very, very scary 2 weeks ago when she had her neurologic events. But yeah, after her anti-seizure meds and steroids and her IVs, she bounced back pretty well. I don't want to say she's recovered because her kidneys are still failing and our time with her is still limited, but it's kind of amazing how well she's doing. It's really hard to leave her like this. We actually haven't left the house. The two of us haven't left the house together in over like 3-4 weeks. We left for like hour stints at different times, but never the two of us for so long. So yeah, I think we're gonna try our best to get back home to her as quickly as possible today. Fingers crossed that everything goes super quickly and smoothly. Not only did everything go smoothly and quickly, but Mike got his 3-year Zairyu card. It was such a relief, and Peanut was completely fine when we came home. I think she was maybe asleep the whole time. She probably didn't even know we were gone. But I didn't shoot anything else that day because I kept falling asleep everywhere. I nodded off in the waiting room at the immigration office. I completely fell asleep in the car. And about 2 days after this is when my morning sickness started destroying me. Like, destroying me. Anyway, this next little sonogram clip is from when I heard the baby's heartbeat for the very first time, which in Japan is when you are considered officially pregnant.
ここで心臓動いてるの見えますかね。この丸いのは栄養分ね。画面の左が頭になるんです。右がお尻でね。頭のところはね、この脳室っていうのはこう抜けて見えるんですね。こういう風にね。おおよそですけどね。だいたい1センチ斜めに大きさの参考にしてくださいね。赤ちゃん元気にしてます。じゃあ赤ちゃんの心臓の拍動を音にします。息を止めてください。はい、息を止めて。はい、これが赤ちゃんの心音です。
This doctor was my first choice because he's who delivered both of my cousin's babies and he comes highly, highly recommended. He was so incredibly sympathetic and understanding of my condition. He even showed me the comparison sonograms between my right ovary and my left ovary in the fallopian tubes, and he kept referring to my situation as amazing, which was just so nice. I wanted to stay with him, but when we found out my expected due date, he was already completely booked up for that time and that week, so I had to go to a different OBGYN. So in Japan, most women get all of their prenatal exams done at one OBGYN, and then about a month to a month and a half before their expected due date, they go back to their parents' home to get taken care of and so that they can give birth in their hometown. But for me, since I officially live in my hometown already, I have to get all of my information registered together, like my birthing plan, expected due date, all my prenatal visits, etc., which means that I only have about like 4 birthing locations to choose from. This is due to my town being quite small and very much in the countryside. I asked several people whether I can have all of my prenatal visits done with my first OBGYN and then just give birth elsewhere, but I was told that you can't do that because it screws up with the registration and you end up paying double or maybe even triple the amount because pregnancy is not covered by insurance in Japan. Surprise. But you're given these prenatal exam coupons which become invalid if you don't go to where you're registered. Obviously, this was a bit of a blow for me. I didn't want to start from zero with a new doctor, and this was exactly the time when my morning sickness went completely haywire. I always thought morning sickness was gonna be like, you're totally fine 1 minute and then suddenly you just have to throw up and go. But for me, it felt more like a constant hangover, where you have this really heavy, dizzying headache and every little stimuli aggravates it and you're just like always on the cusp of throwing up. I was super not ready for that sensation at all. Even just recalling it right now is kind of making me nauseated. So now I'm back home. Everything went really well with the new OBGYN. She was very understanding of my whole situation and she felt really bad that I was suddenly told that I have to switch hospitals. But yeah, I really like her and I like the facility, so I'm pretty sure this is who I'm gonna stick with throughout this whole pregnancy, and that hospital is probably where I'm gonna give birth. I already put in a request form for one of the rooms there, and I just got the notification that that was accepted, so we already secured a room for the expected due date. I received a whole bunch of different things today that basically makes my pregnancy official, and I'm about to fill out this form so that I can receive my Boshi Techou. So Boshi Techou is something that is uniquely Japanese. You receive this notebook or schedule book that's literally called a mother and child schedule book, and it basically has all of your exams that you need to have during your prenatal visits. And you also receive this coupon book that gives you discounts for a bunch of your prenatal exams and visits because pregnancy is not covered by insurance in Japan, which is a huge, ridiculous bummer. But yeah, at least you get a coupon book. All right, so this is the Boshi Techou, or the Mother and Child Handbook, and this is the prenatal exam coupon booklet. It's so cute, and it basically keeps all of your medical records, and then the second half of it is your baby's medical records, like after it's born. The prenatal coupon book is very boring. It's literally a coupon book. So when you get your baby's heartbeat and your expected due date, you take that information to your town's either city hall or insurance help center, and that is where you register your pregnancy and you're officially pregnant in Japan, and that is when you are given these. You're also given a whole bunch of other stuff like baby care handbooks and a lot of pregnancy information guides, taxi coupons. You're also given a bunch of schedules for classes that you can take, like Lamaze classes, baby bathing classes, and your pregnancy tag. Here it is, the I'm pregnant, so get out of my way tag. So I always thought this was so ugly. Like, everything in Japan is so cute and kawaii. Like, every town has an adorable mascot. Pokemon is basically our world ambassador. Our biggest export is anime. Like, why couldn't this be cuter? Why is it just a bean? It's not even like a heart shape. It's a bean shape, like a kidney bean, where the mother looks like an onion and there's just like one arm coming out of her neck and the baby's just a circle. Like, why isn't it cuter? Anyway, regardless of how I feel about this tag, it's kind of a big deal. Everyone is so very excited to get this when they register their pregnancy. You just put this on your purse and everyone knows you're pregnant, so you can comfortably sit in the priority seating area on trains and buses, and people are nicer to you because you're pregnant. I was actually waiting for the bathroom in a mall, and these two ladies in front of me let me go before them because they were like, "Oh, congratulations, you're pregnant. Go ahead, go pee." So we're trying to find something small and cute and genderless to give it to my mom to announce that we're gonna have a baby, but we're kind of having a hard time. We're also thinking socks might be a good idea, like socks or shoes, or maybe we could do these little newborn hand mittens. I don't know. I can't believe we're having so much trouble deciding on like an announcement gift. Bibs are cute and useful.
We need those.
Right? This is actually nice. Genderless. I don't know. There's actually not a very good selection here. All right, we decided to go with the little bear hat and little bear socks.
Cute!
Cute! Okay, I'm pretty much ready to go to my obajan's house to reveal to my mom and my aunt and my obajan that I am pregnant. I made copies of my ultrasound with the heartbeat, the due date, or due month rather, the cute hat and the baby socks I got from Akachan Hoppo the other day. And I'm gonna put it in this and kind of hide it in the hat. And I guess I'm just gonna give it to my mom. I'm kind of nervous for some reason. I don't know why. All right, so yesterday went really well with my mom, and tonight we're telling my dad, and I got him this card that says, "Ano ne? Pang, omedetou, oji-chan." So, "ano ne" is like so, and omedetou is congratulations, and oji-chan is grandpa. So I wrote, "Omedetou, you're gonna be a grandpa." Oh, that's him. Okay. We're going out to dinner, so that's where I'm going to reveal it to him. My dad is far less sentimental than my mom, so I feel like this is enough. I feel like he's not going to really care about like little baby booties or like infant hats or anything like that. So yeah, I feel like this is perfect. More photocopies of my ultrasound and the heartbeat and stuff. So yeah. I hope it goes well. My mom literally jumped around and bawled. Like her tears were going sideways like this, which was expected. And my dad was so shocked, and he contained it really well until randomly while we were eating, he suddenly goes, "Oh my God, I want to scream. If we weren't in public, I'd scream," which is super out of character for him. And we also told Mike's parents the very next day, and they were so surprised and so happy for us. We didn't do anything cute at all. We just FaceTimed them, and we decided that the book idea wasn't going to work because we were already having trouble getting them to turn their cameras on for the FaceTime call. And I didn't film any of our family's reactions because that was a private matter. That's just for us. And also, no one likes to be on camera. Now, this is going to be a bit sad, but Peanut passed away during my 10th week of pregnancy. It was so incredibly hard. It's still hard to deal with, but it was her time to go. And it was actually kind of serendipitous because we really wanted to get an NIPT done in the US, and you generally have to get that test done between week 10 and 14 of your pregnancy. So we decided to book our trip to New Jersey to do just that and to see friends and family, to tell them that we're expecting in person, and also to take a little break from Japan and also everything that came with taking care of Peanut around the clock for the last few months. So the next part of this vlog is from when we visited and found out the gender. One really cool and exciting thing of all of this is the fact that Mike can finally come with me into the actual exam room and see the sonogram together, something that we were obviously not able to do in Japan. So I'm actually really happy about that. I cannot get over how kind and sweet all of the nurses and tech were at Hackensack MFM. They took so much time and they were so patient with us, waiting for the baby to turn around and move so that they can get a really nice sonogram for us. Aww. Ohayou gozaimasu. So today we are going to be heading out to Hackensack Hospital to receive the physical results from the NIPT. The nurse actually already called me to let me know that the baby is completely healthy, totally low risk for everything, which is such a relief. I didn't realize how anxious I was about those test results, because I think when she told me that the baby was healthy, that was the first time I felt really, really emotional throughout this whole pregnancy, which was a really interesting sensation. And actually, the NIPT does reveal gender, so the gender will actually be in the test result envelope today, and I asked the nurse to cover it up for now, so it's in there, and I won't accidentally see it upon opening the envelope, but it's in there. We haven't decided what we want to do with that. I don't want like a big gender reveal or anything, but I thought it might be cute to do something, maybe just the two of us, or maybe just us and Mike's parents, or maybe, I don't know, maybe like just a couple of our close friends. Not really sure. Mike wanted to do this really, really clever idea where he would set up a map on Halo where there would be some kind of like pink or blue thing at the top of wherever on one of the maps. And he and I would one-on-one compete with each other to see who could get there first to like pop open whatever that is. Like, I don't really know the logistics of how it would work out. Maybe we'd have a camouflaged Spartan waiting up there that's in pink or blue, and we don't know because they're camo, and then when we like kill them, it'll reveal what color they are. I don't know. I thought that was the best idea because I love the idea that like we would compete against each other to get to like the gender reveal first. But I don't know if we can make that happen. Our Xbox One is all the way up in Massachusetts, so we'd have to make another trip up there if we want to make that happen. And on top of that, I don't know who'd programmed that map that isn't like him or I. So I don't know. Maybe we can get one of our friends to do it. I don't know. It's just a cool idea. But I do also think that we'll probably end up looking at it in the car together or something. I don't know. How do people keep this information from themselves? How do they not just like rip it open and look at it immediately? Like, just thinking about it, I'm like, I really, really, really want to know. Wow. It's just in here. It's in here, babe. What do we do?
I want to know now.
I know, I just want to open it. How do people wait?
Yeah, people wait months.
That's insane.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it a day.
We're not gonna make it a day. I have so little self-control. What do we do? Tell me what to do!
Rip it open like Wolverine?
You wanna rip it open? You wanna find out right now? You wanna find out?
Yes? No?
No. We could wait a little bit. We could wait and think about it. Right? I have too much power. Like, holding it is giving me too much power. Also, I have to reiterate how wonderful everyone at the Hackensack maternal fetal medicine area, ward, whatever you want to call it, is. Like, everyone is so unbelievably kind, so thoughtful, so sweet, and just like so loving. It makes me not want to go back to Japan. It makes me just want to give birth here. I wish they were the ones handling me. I like want to be friends with Kathleen. I feel like she's an aunt or something. I feel like she's like related to you, like Aunt Terry, like Aunt Kathleen. So we decided that we're not gonna look at what's in the envelope today, at least today. We are gonna be having dinner with our friends tonight. And maybe we'll ask them what we should do or something. But yeah, since we're gonna be out today, we're just not gonna look at it. And I'm gonna try really hard not to spend every second of today thinking about it. All right, so a little update from yesterday. Remember how I was saying that we were gonna have dinner with our friends that night? Well, we did, and actually those friends are pregnant as well, and they're expecting very, very soon. So it's really kind of great to be able to talk to them openly about all this pregnancy stuff. And they're my best friends, so it's even cooler. Like, our kids are gonna be friends. Anyway, so yeah, we were having dinner with them, and we told them that the gender is just like sitting in an envelope in our car. And my friend was like, how can you not look at it? Are you crazy? Can I just go look at it? And since we couldn't figure out a good way to do a gender reveal for us, like for me and Mike, we were like, you know what? It would actually be great if you could reveal it to us. So do it. Yeah, let's go get it. You tell us what it is. And she did. She told us, and I'm just like so ecstatic and so happy. But now we're gonna try to figure out a cute and fun way to reveal it to Mike's parents. And after finding out last night and having dinner and having fun and all that stuff, I came home and I called my mom in Japan and I told her the gender. She was so ecstatic. I also told my dad. He was also very happy. Gender reveal things aren't really a big deal over there, so I didn't really think to do anything super special or glamorous. Also, I'm like doing most of my pregnancy over there with them, or like literally all of my pregnancy over there with them. So I didn't feel like I had to do anything really special for them for this type of reveal. But yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna really try to think of what kind of reveal I can do for Mike's parents. Learning the gender and learning that it's healthy made this pregnancy about 100 times more real. I think I've mentioned this before, but I've kind of been waiting for the moment that made all of this surreal bizarreness more real and personal to me, because I really haven't been that emotional about this pregnancy. And I thought like, oh, is there kind of something wrong with me? I really thought it was gonna be after I heard the heartbeat. Not so much of a reaction. I really thought it was gonna feel more real after I told my parents and Mike's parents. It did make it like this much more real, but it wasn't like a personal like revelation. The gender reveal and the knowing that it's healthy, like I think did it for me. Now I'm like, wow, it's gonna happen. I'm pregnant and this thing's gonna come out of me. Oh, scary. So here's what you guys thought on Instagram. It's pretty split down the middle, which makes sense. Most of my friends and family guessed boy, by the way, but they were wrong. It's a girl. And this is the first piece of clothing we got for her. It's a little Rutgers outfit. I'm sure most of you know, but Mike and I both went to Rutgers and it was like the best time of our lives. That was the first place we ever lived together, and that's also where we found peanuts. So a lot of my most favorite cherished memories are from there. So we visited Rutgers during our trip because my parents wanted collegiate apparel as their omiyage, and we made a little day of it. It was actually so much fun. We ate fat sandwiches, visited our old apartment, and we even went down the alley where we found Peanut to pay a little homage to her, and we called it Rest in Peanut. I don't know why I just told you that. We're so lame. Anyway, as we were buying apparel for my parents, we found this and it was just so cute. I fell in love with it immediately. We didn't even think about it. We were like, yes, getting it. I cannot wait to dress her up in it. It's so cute. So that's what my last few months have been like. The first trimester was so incredibly hard. I never ever want to do that again. I cannot believe how sick I was. Just relentlessly sick. The headaches were intense and you can only take acetaminophen for it, and that doesn't really help me. Ibuprofen is my pain reliever of choice, but you can't take ibuprofen when you're pregnant. My second trimester is significantly smoother, except I am very dizzy. That doesn't feel very good. And now that I'm like suddenly bigger, my center of gravity is off and I'm super clumsy. I feel like I'm waddling about now, but yeah, overall, the second trimester is much, much better. Now, before I say goodbye, I'd like to thank Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. As you may already know, Surfshark is my favorite VPN service out there. It is ridiculously affordable, reliable. I use it every single day. Can't live without it. Most importantly, it keeps me safe by encrypting my personal information so I don't have to worry about anyone trying to access my data, which is especially important when you are traveling and relying on public Wi-Fi. Plus, you won't get targeted ads because Surfshark will protect you from the internet eavesdropping on you and learning about you without you knowing it, something I am personally very paranoid about. But the best part, it allows you to access movies and TV shows from Netflix and other streaming services that aren't normally available in your area. All you have to do is set your region and Netflix will automatically populate everything that is available from that area. For example, anime like Spy Family and Kaguya-sama Love is War is not available in the US, but if you set your location to Japan, you can now watch all of this anime. Plus, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you could test out Surfshark to see if you like it. I really think you will. For more information, click the link in my description below and use my promo code Reina Scully to not only get 83% off, but 3 whole months for free. And that is it for this installment of my pregnancy journey. Thank you so much for watching. Like I mentioned before, it's getting harder and harder to do anything other than lying down and watching Netflix, but Japan is a huge stickler on staying fit and eating healthy during pregnancy. So I think in my next video, I'm going to talk about what I eat in a day in order to control my weight, because I'm considered overweight in Japan, which is soul crushing. But yeah, more on that in my next video. Thank you again so much for watching. As always, please feel free to leave me any questions or anything in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. 손자 맞다네! Alright, my first pregnancy purchase. It's a body pillow. It's like that really long body pillow that you can wrap around yourself. Oh my god! It just looks like a tumor! Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, it's double bagged. Okay. Wait, it's in another bag. Or unless it's supposed to be plasticky? I don't understand. Like, it's in another bag. Why? This is such a waste of plastic. Okay, are you finally gonna breathe air? Oh, it's expanding. Oh, it's expanding. Oh no, this is like the mattress, the koala mattress. Wow. I love him.
It looks like a big peanut poo.
No!